doesn't. It's being stupid. Doesn't. Religious rights. Enter. All right. So I had that whole thing pinned to the. Actually, I'm gonna pin it if I can figure out how to pin a comment. I will pin it, but I wanted to make this very clear that this is part of my religious practices. This is part of my religious practice and spiritual beliefs. So sometimes, for those that are of, I know that I can trigger certain people because of I'm a little different. I incorporate multiple religions as I am an omnist, and so my practices are, and religious practices and beliefs are a blend of all religions. And so, hello, Kay. So yeah, so this live stream is with the intention to share with you something that I've kind of just done in the background. I am being really guided to be more open and to be more vulnerable about what it is I do. And so I hope that you do enjoy this energy working. I will be most doing invocations. I will be summoning angels, goetic demons, anything and everything, all to help not just the individual aspect, which is the me, but also helping the collective. Because as I heal the collective, I'm also healing the individual, and as I heal the individual, I'm also aiding in healing the collective. Does that make? I hope that makes sense. So I hope to help bring about an ego death for the collective, not just for myself, and for us to work with the goddess Persephone and the dragon Vorgoshen, the dragon of spring, and rebirth and renewal. So, like, we know that there's death, and death can signify like an end to an energy, right? But there's always going to be like energy never dies, it merely changes shape. So I'm going to be utilizing the energy of death to end whatever is like blocking the collective, whether it be corruption, like I'm ending, like I'm wanting to help and end whatever nonsense that's not aligned for the collective's highest good, for 5D consciousness, whatever you prefer to call it. And then making it be reborn. So taking that old energy and simply changing it, which falls into the transmutation, the transformation, transfiguration energies, and bringing those into a higher state of consciousness. So that's what this video is for. I hope that YouTube does not infringe upon my religious rights. I know that I have 2 other shamanic videos that seem to be okay. So this one should be fine, but I'm also making this very clear to YouTube, the people that work for YouTube, that this is a video for my religious practice and belief system. I hope that YouTube, does not delete or take down this video. If you do have a problem with this video, YouTube management, please reach out to me directly at 501-385-1937. Okay? Because I've been seeing a lot of, the reason why I'm going to make that clear is because I've been seeing a lot of people's videos being taken down, or so I just wanted to, because I wanted to make sure YouTube wasn't trying to try anything funny. I wanted to make it very clear that this is a religious video for my religious practice and beliefs, and just wanted to make sure that this video isn't taken down. Of course, I'm going to double check policies and re-edit this video at a later date. So anyway, With that being said, let me light the sage. Oh, and let me grab the book that I'm going to use. First and foremost, I want to give gratitude, thanks, appreciation, honor, and respect to all of our spirit guides, our angels, our ancestors, to all existence for participating in this energy working, for myself and for the collective consciousness, the individual and the I am, the all in one, the one and all collective consciousness, the unified field of consciousness, collective. With that being said, to the north I invoke the Archangel Uriel and the nodes of the earth element. In the south, I invoke the Archangel Michael and the elemental spirit of fire, the salamanders. I do invoke, summon to the space. To the west, I invoke, I summon thee, the Archangel Gabriel, and the elementals of wind, the sylphs. I summon thee to the space. In the east, I invoke and I summon thee, the Archangel Raphael, and the elementals of water, the undines. Air breath and air blows. Make the mill of magic go. Work the will for which we pray. Io dai e ha he. Fire flame, fire burn. Make the mill of magic turn. Work the will for which we pray. Io dai ha he. Water heat and water boil, make the mill of magic toil. Work the will for which we pray. Io dai ha he. Earth without and earth within, make the mill of magic spin. Work the will for which we pray. Io dai ha he. To the magic rune of Pertho, I invoke and I summon thee, the Norn, Skald, Udin, and Verendi. May you weave and sew and stitch and thread the fates of the collective consciousness. Its web I ask that you thread the vibrations of death and rebirth for the collective. I wish to promote an ego death for myself individually and for the collective consciousness. The need to help in assisting the shift from 3D to 5D consciousness, to promote the awareness of the corruption of the lower vibrational energies that are afflicting the collective. We wish to transmute, transform, transfigure these low vibrations with love, compassion, understanding, with wisdom and knowledge and discernment, with truth, authenticity, and with mercy, and having plentiful of patience with ourselves and the collective. I, stoke the flame, the inner fire. Breathe life into thy desire. To be in a reality, one of light and love, compassion, peace, harmony, tranquil serenity, happiness and joy, laughter and glee. So mote it be. Abundant and prosperous it shall be. The 5D collective consciousness and reality. I give my blessing over this space and over the energy, the magic that this boy shall cast and take place. It shall take hold. For I, the goddess Hestia, goddess of the hearth and goddess of the home, I will carry this flame, this spark of thy desire. I will stoke its fire just as I have once tended to the flame of Mount Olympus. I will make sure that anyone who desires to grow spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically, I will assist thee. I will assist thee in your highest good with all that I am capable of doing. I will assist thee. It is with love and gratitude and appreciation that I give thanks to this conduit, this beautiful boy who has chosen this path, though this path was never an easy one to take. The path of being just who he is. He's more than just a shaman. He's more than just a witch. He is more. He is a soul, a being that which exists, and that is the hardest thing, to keep on existing, even when the odds are not in your favor. But in reality, that is an illusion within and of itself, because the odds were never really stacked outside of your favor. It may feel like that, but it never has been outside of the collective's favor. There are things, shall we say, manifestations that have materialized in the form of corruption, all for your intended growth and evolution of consciousness. So I would like to say that even though he has felt or was under the impression of the illusion that the odds were stacked against him, they were never truly stacked against him. They were all there to serve his highest good in the collective. And that is not just for him. It is also what I'm saying for the collective. So when I speak, I'm speaking not just from individually, but also collectively, just to emphasize that when I speak these words. Al-ulpi elah ate setaba unta opfetemis. Levin shikre efundai amatoti vekrai artemshe kondo hitai balu umbekenas. Anana hekate aya. Anana hekate aya. Edgar, I'm gonna need you to call me back later. I still need time to collect my thoughts before speaking to the collective. I am very brutally blunt with my words, but there are some of you that cannot handle being brutally blunt and honest. So I'm going to step back and let Hestia come forward and finish what she's saying. And then, if I feel ready, I will come back, Edgar, okay? Yes, ma'am. So, as I was saying, your odds were never really truly stacked in your favor, outside of your favor. They were all meant to be in your favor if you just had this illusion that everything was against you, but everything has always been for you because it wouldn't exist if it wasn't meant to serve your highest good. Like it wouldn't be in your reality if there wasn't a purpose for it. When things in your reality, like let's just say you're trying to create this house, right? And you keep seeing ads for uh real estate companies and you're trying to buy this house and you don't know where to go, boom, you keep seeing these real estate. So that as you are wanting something that you're thinking, you're thinking this energy like I want to go buy a house, but I don't know where to go, where to start. And you start seeing these real estate companies, signs, advertisements, and you're pulling that in, and that serves its purpose to show you a way forward. Now, that doesn't mean you're just going to see one real estate company, right? You might see multiple. And that's where the gift of discernment comes into play to decide which one is right for you, which path, which cause and effect, action and reaction, which duality do you wish to traverse? Do you understand? Everything in reality is in a constant state of death and rebirth. Because, say for example, you have you're at a fork in a road, and there's a left and there's a right. Okay, so the left path is you still continuing to suffer, you continuing to be the victim mentality, or the right path, which is to let go of that victim mentality and to become the God, the I am, the manifester. Or, like I said again, the victim mentality, the demonic mindset. That's the left path. Now, that isn't to say that each path is good or evil. There's no moral ethics. There's no human identification when it comes to good and evil in this analogy. However, what I will say is that both paths serve with lessons and wisdom, knowledge, experiences, right? And say, for example, you choose to do the right path. Take the one that's the God, the I am energy, the manifester, the materializer, right? Well, you just killed the energy of the victim mentality just by making that choice. You've killed that energy. It does not exist. It actually goes into non-existence. And I believe there's another channeler who channels a entity named Bashar. I recommend that you find Bashar. He speaks very clearly and accurately on the information regarding existence and this universe. He is a good teacher to learn from, and he will give you more clarity. I'm just giving you an like the general picture, but if you're wanting to learn more about existence and the nitty gritty stuff, I am going to just recommend that you find the channeler that channels Bashar. Okay. And so, anyway, back to what I was saying. You're in a constant state of death and rebirth because every action has two choice. Every step you take, you have two choices, right? Go left. In this case, go left or right, right? And depending on your choice, the other one will die into the state of non-existence, and you'll only exist in the present moment. That's why the present is the present. It's a gift because you have the gift, the opportunity to choose which duality you wish to embody, which state of existence you wish to be. And by doing that, you hold you have to be conscious of it, and then you will be able to have the key to deliberately control and empower your individual and the collective reality, depending on your purposes and intentions. Actually, we don't even need this, Edgar. Why are you even having us burn it? We don't need this anymore. The space is cleansed, the space is clean. I, the goddess Hestia, make sure to put the protection. Nothing will enter this space that is not of truth, authenticity, and with love. So let it be. I've said pretty much all that I really wanted to say, unless anyone in the chat room, as I'm using Edgar's eyes, if you have any questions, will be the time to do so, as I am completely channeling through Edgar's body, so I have access to his eyes, his ears, his mouth, whatever it may be. So now is the time to ask any questions before I leave. All right. I don't see any presences. I don't feel any presences. So I think we can continue with the next part of this journey working. All right. Good evening. I am what is known as the connector. I will now start with the energy working and activation. Vibrations of love, peace, harmony, tranquility. Seeing the beauty, the inner, accepting it for what it is, forgiveness and letting go. Release, 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 release. Release control, release doubt, release fears, worries, anxieties, stresses. Release, release. Disconnecting those energies, disconnecting those cords, those vibrations. Stop worrying about it, Edgar. You are doing exactly as you should. Okay? Just because it's not like everyone else doesn't mean that you're not doing it right. So trust that you're doing everything just fine. Yes, sit down in that chair over there. Thank you. Sometimes this boy, need a piece of work. Let's see. It is done. The collective has been fully activated in accordance to the unified field of consciousness, excuse me. If you ever need to reach out to me, you can simply do so by speaking the name Odas. If you wish to connect to certain vibrational energies or archetypes or specific things in your reality, you may invoke my name. My name is Odas, and I will assist you in connecting you to that vibration that which you seek. It has been an honor working with you and the collective. With appreciation, gratitude, and love, may the rest of your journey be sweet. And one other thing for the collective before I fully let this go, that reminds me. Shitaurum atwe hilvete amarkam shate adavan shate maitam shakuteam votun shetaina lunayate vati shadateksa apexate amatu de serafati divitima fimata shaikamaun. Again, it has been an honor working with you in the collective, in the unified field of consciousness. Good evening. I would like to use the name Thoth, though that is not my true name. Some refer to me as Enki. However, I am choosing to utilize the vibrations in which Egypt carried to bring forth the necessary activations and to remove and clear any DNA genetic modifications that were done previously. This activation will serve as a point, as a way to transmute and reconnect the Christos template on a deeper level, but also like reversing what we have done. To be completely honest, when we first came to this planet, we did indeed genetically modify you guys to serve our intended purposes. However, I fear that my brother Enlil may have been afraid of our creation that we helped to bring you into the state of being, because you are perfectly imperfect, created in such a way that your imperfections are your perfections, because you have the continuous ability on an infinite, eternal, omnipotent, and universal level continuously evolve. Your imperfections are what allow you to have that small, if you will, small, but technically it's a huge gateway of evolution. We can evolve ourselves, but compared to you and to us, I will say you have the Christos template. You have something that we do not have, which makes it really difficult for us to reach specific levels and of consciousness, if you will. However, I'm not going to erase that potential. I am simply clearing up that history, if you will, that those vibrations, the memories, if you will, just doing a healing work to reverse. I don't want to say reverse, to reprogram. Let's just say reprogram the genetic modification. One second, guys. He wanted me to get something for him. Oh, gold. Perfect. But just in case if he needs that, I'm going to do this. All right. Thank you. You ready? I am. This will do for its intended purpose. It's not the best, but it will do for its intended purpose. Vatium be nae mibriham brimitam Take this strand of DNA, this vibrational matrix, separating ours from theirs, the crystal's template, layer 13. Forgiveness, love, compassion. Thank you. I release, I let go. I give thee forgiveness. It is not your fault. You only did what you thought was right and what was necessary for your people. And key, know that I do not hold it against you. I grant you the rays of forgiveness, of love, of understanding and compassion. Utilize my rays of vibrations if you must. Allow me to be a conduit in which for you to assist the collective in healing the Atlantean wounds, the Lemurian, Mu, Mesopotamian, Babylonian, Sumerian, whatever the wounds for the collective that for generational wounds that we have, I give thee forgiveness to. What's done is done. I release. I let go. I acknowledge that we can never change it, but we can learn to be better than what we were yesterday. Antum ibredum shati me vashandum shameti Shantaram Bakum Baswet Namivetum Shakti Vanati Namatum Viknamavam Tasetam Bili Natum Sheda I release, I let go. I release, I now let go. I release and I let go. I release and I let go. I wash my hands of the vibrations of these energies. Individually and collectively. I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's like I'm seeing a movie theater and I'm seeing a bunch of my friends and soul families and other people's soul families. And I'm like seeing us in this movie theater. Oh, and then there's like this clip that says the end. And that was weird. So I think I just did something that was like ended the collective energy of that. Wow. And then it's like as soon as that happened, I'm like, there was like a new like screen and I'm seeing a bunch of flowers and sunflowers and like beautiful it's like a beautiful new world. Um the ray of sunshine on a cloudy day, that song started popping into my head. So rays of light. We are rays of light and love. Mm. Nana hikate aya. Anana hikate aya. Anana hikate aya. Give me a few more minutes. Thank you, Edgar. Yes, ma'am. Just was checking to see if you wanted to come forward. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not ready yet. However, I am. I am the goddess Tiamat. I was once one planet that was a part of your solar system. Then, with Marduk and Tiamat, we, I myself and Marduk, we clashed, if you will, thus giving birth to our daughter, Princess Aurora, also known as Gaia. And she has given birth to thousands and thousands of organisms, inhabitants, if you will, of her own volition. And she has created a beautiful, beautiful place. She is so beautiful. However, I would like to point out that just because this conduit is doing the energy work, I want to emphasize and make very clear that you must also do your part. You are each individually part of a collective whole. Okay? So as each and every one of you heals, lets go of what you call bullshit, to let go of traumas which you believe and identify as negative programming for your that does not serve your highest good anymore. And as you release and change and metamorphosize into a beautiful being of the Christos energy that you are, reconnecting and re-embodying, not just re-embodying, but you're like terraforming yourselves. You're elevating yourselves. And as your consciousness elevates, everything much matches vibration. Understand? So as you guys on y'all's planet continue to grow, everything in your solar system will match. You are a big influencer. And I believe Hestia made a similar message. So I'm not even going to go too into detail. But as you continually, individually on this planet ascend, everything else will ascend collectively. The individual is part of the whole. Thus, you are part of a collective. And as your energy is elevated, as you ascend, as you rise above like the sun, everything will match. Everything will be aligned and shape itself in accordance to what the individual perceives as his reality. I am ready. Anana hekate aya. Anana hekate aya. Anana hekate aya. I remove this energy that has been plaguing the collective with the rays of truth, love, and authenticity and compassion. I eliminate them. For a while now, let's just say we will call these forces the corrupted forces. For a while now, I have let y'all do your thing. But there comes a point where my patience runs thin. The knowledge and the information that you have withheld from the masses will be brought to the light. We no longer will assist you. And your spells, your incantations, your human sacrifices. That's right. That's why there are so many children, people missing. It's for their sacrifices. They've literally eaten them in front of your faces in these pictures. You think they're eating a human cake made of cake? No. They're eating human flesh, and they make it look pretty so it looks like it's a cake, but it's not a cake. Okay? They post on the social media pages like it's in your face. Yet they blend it so perfectly. And they distract you just enough so you don't catch on. Pay attention. Pay attention to what they're feeding you. If it is fear-based, don't give it your time. Because they're trying to control you, manipulate you through fear. Fear was never intended. The spirit of fear was never intended to be for manipulative purposes. The spirit of fear was to protect you. It is one of those animal instincts that if you were in a state of fear, you knew that you needed to be on guard, that you needed to be aware of your surroundings, protect yourself if necessary, as you are hunting and gathering. Fear was never meant to be a manipulative force. But they know the energy is neutral. They're clever enough to still fall within the laws of this universe. But we have given them too many chances. We've given this particular race too many chances. They have overstepped their boundaries long enough on the human race. And they either will abide by the humans, because this was never their universe, if you will. They were just dumped here. And whoever told them that this was their universe to rule, I'm coming for you. I will knock you silly. Because there is no hierarchy. There is none. There is no hierarchy. On the spirit website, there is no hierarchy. You can respect, give honor, give gratitude, and those energies. But there is no hierarchy. There is no I am above you. We all are equal. Let me just speak for myself. I, one of the initiatory spirits, do not appreciate what they are doing. Withholding the sacred knowledge of Heka, magic. You are magical beings, for Christ's sake. You have the crystals template. You're able to bend energy with your mind, manipulating your reality with the power of your thoughts. If that's not magic, then what is? You are limitless. You are full of potential. You are infinite and eternal, and that and much more. Magic is existence in and of itself. The fact that you merely exist is proof enough that you are a magical being. Because you wouldn't be here if you were not. You wouldn't exist. Magic is existence. Through existence, there's the infinite, eternal realm in which all things are there. When you use your mind, you can plug in those energies. Whatever you devote your energy to, that's what you'll manifest. All right. Haniel, I need you to back off. Please. I get it. We're on a time schedule, but I'm not finished. Please and thank you. All right. Thank you. Okay. But as I was saying, we are getting tired of the lies, the corruption. We see, we watch, we look. But it's like they've manipulated you to think that witchcraft is bad, that everything is evil, and that there's a demon this and a demon that. And it's like, we look at them and like, what did you say? What did you just call us? Because what we do is, as initiatory spirits, we're here to help you. We're here to guide you and help you reach those levels in which we specialize. Like for example, if you're trying to use necromancy to reach out and connect with a loved one, I specialize in that. I can help you initiate you and how to properly do a proper necromantic energy working for you to successfully connect to your loved one. What we do is we just specialize in things. We're not above, we're not below you. We specialize, we know how to do that, whatever it is that you're seeking, and we help you connect you to that energy. That's where we initiate you in those energies. The ions, energies. But just know that over the course of 2024, 2025, and 2026, a lot of things will start to be brought to the light because we are tired of the lies. It's done. They're disrespecting us at this point. We're here to help you. We're not here to harm you. And we're definitely not here to hinder you. Else we would not exist in your reality. We would not exist to be able to communicate with you. Like if we would not be able to communicate with you regardless of whatever it is that you're trying to connect to. Just say you're trying to connect to me. Right? I would not be able to connect with you if I was not serving your highest good. My job is to as an initiatory spirit is to initiate you to help change your life, to help you reach and obtain self-mastery. I'm not looking for no foot soldiers. What am I going to do with foot soldiers? I'm looking for people who want to change their lives and obtain self-mastery over their existence. That is what we all care about. If you want to continue playing those games, do it somewhere else. Because what we have observed from the collective, half of them don't even want that energy. They don't want to be manipulated. They want truth. You're trying to still feed them dog poo and tell them it's gold. Yet they're too awake to believe you anymore. So why don't you just reveal everything and get it done over with? But no, they wanna still fight and like try to hang on to the very end. Only making it harder for them. I have said all that I need to have said for the time being. Haniel, it is now your turn. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever timeline, present moment you are in. I bring confirmation that you have successfully healed. You have successfully completed the life lessons, the karmic energies that you needed to release and let go of. That you have successfully done what you needed to do. Now it's time to move on to the next stage of your existence. You know, it's like that saying, like, you watch your children grow up, and it's like, man, they grow so fast. And we've seen the amazing growth. There's been so many of you, what you call yourselves, woke individuals who've brought in this awareness, brought in this conscious awareness, helping the collective clear away these energies that are not serving the collective. And so I am grateful to all the souls, because it takes a lot of courage, a lot of confidence, a lot of bravery, and a lot of stuff. Okay, there's a lot that is involved, and that they need to have this. They have to have this mental and emotional preparedness, if you will, to enter into a physical human densified body. Like, it's amazing. Half of us on the spirit world, what you call the spirit world, right? And the other dimensions, like, man, wow, look at them going back in, going in again. And by the way, I know that this is unorthodox, but Carol Brugger, I would like you to know that you're not ending. You're coming back again in another life. All right. I just want to clear that. Yes, you are coming back, but it'll. We can say this next one is your last life, but knowing you and your soul, probably not, because you are a truth bearer. You are someone who is very passionate about justice and order and law. You're very passionate about truth and authenticity, and the planet still needs you. So if you leave now, you will come back again. Just want to let you know. Anyway, but back to the collective message. I've watched y'all grow into such beautiful beings. And there will come a point in time in which I have nothing left to kind of teach you. I'm more of a teacher of love, of beauty, of grace, and it's like I can't wait to see when the student become the master. You are slowly getting there, um, but you've come such a long way, and I just wanted to offer that confirmation that yes, it is done. It's time, but it's now time to move in to this new chapter. After my energy, after 2026, the energy will shift into Metatron's energy, and he technically will shift to the rank of uh, Seraphim. Some of you may work with them on the cherubim level, or some of you may work with them on the archangel level. But Metatron's energy will be present, and he'll be there for that energy from 2026 to 2027, from 2027 for 10 more years to help bring in the necessary knowledge and the information and to prepare you for Sandafon's energy, which is going down into 2038, if I'm looking at this correctly. 2038 is when Sandafon's energy will come in to help anchor in, because Metatron is higher vibrations, the Keter energy, right? And then Sandafon's is the Malkuth energy. So Metatron will be sending in the information, but Sandafon will be solidifying and implementing it on a physical level. Okay? So you can expect those energies. And I would highly recommend to, if you haven't already, work with Sandafon and work with Metatron. They are very powerful beings and they can assist you in manifesting, healing, shifting, whatever it is you need. If they don't have that specialize in it, they connect you. They're like connectors too. So very much like Erdas. So other than that, we will now end this session because we have said all that we feel is necessary and what the collective is able to handle. For now, we close the space. We give you love, we give you peace, we give you harmony, we give you all the blessings and the miracles that are of the highest good for the collective and the individual. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that was just so beautiful. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect. You know, what's interesting is when Enki was doing his weird, it was like, I think he was trying to like use my mouth to create certain sounds, but my mouth isn't like reptilian. Like, I'm not able to create certain sounds that say like reptilian vocals would, right? Um, so it was very hard, I think, hard for him to. I don't know. Maybe he felt guilty because I noticed. I know I came through, and because I was like, "Man, I give you forgiveness. I give you whatever." Like, because I was like feeling, I was seeing him. So he must have been like, I don't know. Like, I just know that there was some energy there, and he did what he needed to do for the collective, putting up for that energy. But yeah. So it was just. I feel that it was interesting because he had this wheel thing with wire and he wrapped around this wand of mine, and I kept seeing the image of like the Sumerian. I think it's a Sumerian tablet, where it depicts a wheel and some sort of device, and it's meant to like help make things weightless. Like I guess it's supposed to like manipulate. I think using psionic frequencies. I believe it was called. where it's like supposed to make objects weightless, but in this case, I feel like it was for to remove the weight, remove the restrictions, if you will, removing the limitations that have been placed upon the collective. And I felt like as he was like releasing those limitations, I felt like there were like seals on people's gifts that were being released slowly and quickly. And I kind of felt that this is like, even though Enki did his thing, this cannot be reversed. And I do feel that Enlil, energy, I don't think he liked it very much, but at the same time, he couldn't really do anything. I think there was like protection involved. And so, yeah. Anyway, this whole thing was very beautiful. The sun's about to set, which makes perfect sense why they ended the way when they ended, um, because the sun embodies the rays of consciousness, if you will. So, um, as the sun is setting, I guess the connection can get a little spotty, if you will. I don't know how it goes, but I just know that it felt. I feel really good about what I did for the collective. I hope that you felt the energy activations. It's very interesting because I noticed that Erdos was using sounds to like connect us to certain vibrations. It was so beautiful. And I hope that this energy working was helpful. These messages that came forward were helpful. I hope they resonated. With that being said, kisses, hugs, and love to all of you beautiful, amazing souls. Magical blessings until next time. Oh, wait. I don't want to edit. I want to end stream.